Our humble obeisance to the Lord of auspiciousness itself, Sri Ganesh Ji. Vakratunda Mahakaya Sudyakoti Samapravam Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. To Shiva Shankar Bhagwan. Karpurigaram Karunavataram Sansarasaram Bhujagindraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayar Vrinde Bhavan Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Om Kandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatparam Darsatam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Om Prem Solo Guru Bhagwan Ki Jai. Sri Guru Devyo Namaha. To the aspect of Ma Devi, we bow again and again. Ma, in this darkness of life, you are that light. You are the source of strength. It is you who protect us. It is you who provides for us. It is you who enlightens us. Om Pratamam Shailaputricha Dvitiyam Brahmacharani Triyatam Chandraghantete Kushmandeti Chaturtakam Panchamam Skandamateti Shashtamam Katyayaniti Cha Saptamam Kalaratri Cha Mahagauri Chashramam Navamam Siddhiratri Cha Navdurga Prakirtita. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. My humble namaskar, Jai Sitaram to each and every one of you, and a warm welcome to this beautiful, auspicious period of Vasant Navratri. We bow again and again to the divine form of Ma. This is our third session as we worship Devi Chandraghanta. It says on the wedding day of Parvati and Shiva, Parvati was beautifully dressed. All of the devatas who attended were also dressed beautifully. And Parvati's mother, Maina, was standing at the door of her house, waiting on the arrival of Shiva Bhagwan. And when the news had come that the bridegroom were getting close by, everyone began to celebrate the arrival of Shiva Bhagwan. They rejoiced at the sight of Brahma. They rejoiced at the sight of seeing Vishnu and all of the other devatas accompanying Shiva. But when they began to unveil Shiva himself, who was all the way in the back, when they began to get a glimpse of him, Shivaji, they began to run for their lives. They began to run because his wedding attire was tiger skin. It says a snake was decked around his neck. He had ashes smeared on his body, and his unkept hair was matted locks. He sat on top his Vahana, Nandi, and his Ganas too were ferocious looking. He was accompanied by ghouls, ghosts, and Maina couldn't bear the horrible sight of seeing her son like this, and so she lost consciousness. It says, was it a bridegroom procession, or was it the army of death itself arriving? My dear brothers and sisters, Shiva Bhagwan does not distinguish between his followers. He is worshipped by both devatas and danavas. He is not partial to one side. He is wholeheartedly. Whoever wants to be part of his procession is happily to join. And unlike Parvati Ma, Parvati recognized Shiva for this. She loved the nature and the divinity of Shiva Bhagwan. She loved the ash-smeared Shiva as much as any version of Shiva Bhagwan. She saw his inner divinity. And so, she saw the radiance of his superior bliss. But in order to calm down all of the other guests, the devatas themselves, and her own mother Maina, who insisted that Shiva Bhagwan be fittingly dressed to marry his daughter, Parvati needed to show Shiva the need to dress like a groom. And so, what did Parvati do? Parvati transformed herself from a woman into a charming, powerful, divine form. With 10 arms, 3 eyes, holding different weapons on her hands, like a mace, sword, the bow and arrow, and the trident. And since Parvati's husband Shiva adorns his head with a chandra, the moon itself, Parvati also placed the moon on her head. And this moon was like a bell. This divine married form of goddess was known as Chandraghanta, since Chandra means the moon and Ghanta means the bell. And seeing this charming divine form of Parvati, Shiva was inspired and also transformed himself into a beautiful groom. This form of Shiva is known as Kalyana Sundar. And my dear ones, it says that once Shiva was fittingly dressed, Maina had now gained consciousness and was satisfied. And the wedding between Shiva and Parvati finally took place. My dear ones, this story of Shiva and Parvati's wedding, may we aspire to make our lives beautiful. As Durga Ma has a golden complexion, let us also aspire to make our lives golden. The goddess who is the light of our lives, the source of our strength, she is that Shakti. She is beauty of beauties, my dear ones. And today, the third night of Navratri, Devi Chandraghanta is the representation of that supreme bliss. She is that inspiration. And it says, by her blessings alone, my dear ones, all of our sins, all of our sufferings, any bad energies that we may have are immediately eliminated. My dear ones, she rides a tiger and she inspires her devotees to be fearless. My dear ones, let us continue to pray night after night to her forms. Let us be inspired by her. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shaktirupena Sansrita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. एक बार बोलो दुर्गा महारानी की जय.
शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साई राम. शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम कैलाशवासा महादेवा जगदीश्वरा हर महादेवा कैलाशवासा महादेवा जगदीश्वरा हर महादेवा त्रिभुवन पल साई देवा प्रभु त्रिभुवन पल साई देवा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम कैलाशवासा महादेवा जगदीश्वरा हर महादेवा कैलाशवासा महादेवा जगदीश्वरा हर महादेवा त्रिभुवन पल साई देवा प्रभु त्रिभुवन पल साई देवा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साईराम जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ 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 जय जय